Hi everybody, Susan Sanford here from Vineyard Complementary Medicine. I'm going to talk to you tonight, this evening, about safe gardening strategies, how to do yard work. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over 4 different sections. We're going to talk about pre-season, what you should be doing during the winter to prepare for gardening, some warm-up exercises, safe movement strategies for yard work and gardening, and then some stretches you can do for recovery. All right, so pre-season. I'm going to go over 3 exercises that you should do all winter that will just kind of keep you in shape, okay? The first one, let's talk about squats. So squatting, you should be squatting all winter long to just prepare your legs, get your legs strong, really working on your core, making sure you keep your rib cage lifted away from your pelvic bones. So you want to keep your box open and square and do lots and lots and lots of squats. That'll prepare you for shoveling, bending, digging, picking up the wheelbarrow. So squats. Number 2, I like to do, let's do some push-ups. So we'll just demonstrate a quick push-up. You can either do your push-ups with your knees on the ground, making sure that your shoulder blades get your 6 B's in order, your bottom engaged, which is your pelvic floor, your bottom, your belly, your box is square, shoulder blades, bobblehead, breathe. You can do push-ups modified or push-ups in a full plank position. So we've got pre-season squats, pre-season push-ups, and then my favorite one to just get some strengthening in your neck, your low back, and your buttocks are the lifts, the full lifts. Keeping your chin in, 6 B's, bobblehead, squeezing your shoulder blades, and doing lots of these lifts. So that's pre-season. Okay, so now it's spring. We're outside. We've got a big load of mulch. We've got plants to put in the ground. We've got weeds to pull. So before you decide to just jump out in there, what I would recommend for a warm-up is do a quick walk. Go do a 10-15 minute loop. Just get warm up. You don't run, you don't jump into a race not warmed up. You don't jump and do yard work. Yard work is hard work. It's bending, it's lifting, and it's really doing activities. It's weekend warrior stuff. So you want to really warm up, do your loop, come back warm, and then start getting your joints and bodies moving. So I like to start with wrist circles. So just interlace your fingers, make some circles one way, make some circles the other way. Then you stand up. I like to just put your arms up overhead, just do some lean backs, and then some forward bends. I like to keep my box open and square, my chest lifted. As I bend forward, I bend my knees, I straighten them, and then I come up again, lean back, bend forward, down, and up. So lean backs and lean forwards. And then the tree hugger. So leaning forward, palms forward, stretching the upper back, and then releasing, and then reaching back behind you, clasping your hands, opening up your chest, pressing your hands all the way down to the ground, and you want to make sure that you're open here. You don't want to do this, you want to press down and open. So we've done the lean backs and the lean forwards. We've done the tree hugger and then the heart opener. Next is a hip stretch where you lunge it down. Modified runner's lunge. Lunge it forward, front knee is bent, back knee is down, and then lunge it forward. And then switch legs. Come stand up, and then the last one I like to do is just a quick little calf stretch where you put the back heel on the ground, back knee is straight, and alternate between knee straight and knee bent, and knee straight and knee bend. And that's your warm-up. All right, so let's get going. I got my shovel. So, safe movement, keeping your back square, practicing your 6 Bs. You can refer to some videos that we made prior to talk fully about the whole concept of the 6 Bs. But essentially, we'll do a quick bottom, engage your pelvic floor, draw on your belly button, keep your back square, your shoulder blades down and back, your bobble head, and then you breathe. And when you're shoveling, okay, so now we've warmed up our arms. When you shovel, okay, keeping your back square, shoulder blades, bobble head, breathe. All right, so shovel, bend, shovel, and then switch directions, switch sides. So do one side for a little bit, and then swap, and then just keep repeating, switching sides. So that's one strategy, safe shoveling. When you're gardening, weeding, I get a little crazy with weeding and I gotta get lost in it. And just be mindful, break up the position. Don't be in the same position all the time. Some people are squatting down. If you can do that, fantastic, it's awesome. But it's gonna wear on your knees really quickly. So keeping your back square, you can do a modified lunge position where one leg is forward, you know, dig, dig, dig. Again, switching positions often. I like to actually go on my hands and knees once in a while. Do what you gotta do. And then, whatever you can get a stool, something to sit on, so that you can give yourself a rest. You can just actually sit, not very ladylike, but you can essentially keep your back square and do what you gotta do. And then you alternate between here, and then and then you drop a knee, do what you gotta do, shift it over, switch positions. So change up the position as often as possible. Don't get stuck in one position because you'll pay for it. So switch it up, keep your back square, practice your 6 Bs. And when your back starts to talk to you, my neck starts to talk to me, take a little rest, intermittently get up and do my lean backs that I love so much. Because again, gardening is all forward bending, forward bending, forward bending, forward bending. Well, you know, we have to balance it out by just doing the lean back. It's just a balance, you know, flexion and extension. So give yourself the opportunity to do some lean backs. Whenever you start to feel like your back getting a little sore, your neck getting a little sore, see if you can work it out. If you go back and immediately it comes back and you're sore, then it's time to take a rest. Go get a drink, go for a little walk, just break it up, okay? So we've done the preseason, we've done the warm-up, we've done safe movement in the yard and garden, and finally you're all done. Your giant pile of mulch has been shoveled everywhere, the weeds are pulled, the flowers are planted, the garden is in, and then you go inside, make sure you drink plenty of water, and now it's time for just the post gardening stretches. So I already showed you a couple of them. The lean backs, of course, that's my favorite. That protects your lower back, that keeps the disc fluid pushed back into where it belongs. For your neck, this is my biggest culprit. From all the shoveling, my neck gets really, really sore. You want to do your chin in, chin up, return, release. So pull the chin in, look all the way up at the sky or the ceiling, bring it back down, and then release it. So you got the lean backs, you got the look ups, you got the elbow and the wrist stretches, pointing your fingers down, elbows straight, stretching out the top of the elbow here this way, turning your palm up, stretching it that way. And then to finish off, just like we did in the warm-up, interlace your fingers and open up your chest and your mid-back. Oftentimes, especially after you've been shoveling, doing the wheelbarrow, your mid-back will get a little jacked up. This is a great way, and oftentimes you'll do some self-mobilization, get a little crack or two to open it up. And that's a really great way to finish your day out in your yard. The yard is going to look great, and you're going to feel great too. So that way you can appreciate all the hard work without being crippled after. All right, everybody. It's been fun hanging out in the yard, and hope your yard looks great. Happy planting, happy weeding. Again, this is Susan Sanford from Vineyard Complementary Medicine. Our website is www.vcmpt.com. Also, look, our newsletter this month is also on safe gardening, so be on the lookout for that as well. Have a great evening.